later, he said, oh, Brother Hovind, my life has changed. This is so wonderful. I'm going to heaven now. Thank you so much. I said, hey, great, brother. He said, can I take you to breakfast tomorrow? I said, sure. He said, I'll bring one of my bikes. I'll let you test drive it. I said, okay. He showed up the next morning, pulled out his Honda 900 that had been blueprinted and stroked and bored and balanced. And I'm not sure what all they did to it, but I've got a Honda 250. I did have at the time, so I got on that Honda 900. He said, try it out, brother. I said, okay. I put it in first gear, and oh, man, I thought I was going to break my neck. Hit second gear, and oh. I was about to drop it into third gear, and I glanced on and realized I am going 90 miles an hour in second gear. It has 6 gears. I brought it back. I was shaking like a leaf. I said, how fast does it go? He said, I don't know. But guess what he wants? He wants a faster bike. The people that have 1,000 pairs of shoes in their closet, do you know what they want? More shoes. People that have a big house, you know what they want? A bigger house. People that have a fast car, you know what they want? A faster car. How come it takes us a whole lifetime to figure out things on this earth do not satisfy? What do you want? What do you want anyway? What eats you? I spoke 915 times last year. I'm hopelessly eaten up with this ministry. It's hopeless. I'm gone. Unfixable, uncurable. I'm going to try to speak 1,000 times this year and 1,100 next year. You say, Brother Hovind, you're burning the candle at both ends. I said, oh, yeah, I know. You get twice the light that way. My preacher preached one of the most powerful sermons when I was just a teenager. Just powerful. Influence. I'll never be the same from that one little sermon. He read the passage. The 2 disciples came unto the Lord and said, Lord, grant unto us that we may sit. And he stopped right there. He said, that's really what they wanted. Lord, grant unto us that we may sit. What do you want to do? You just want to see how much you can chill, veg out, relax. I don't know how much time we got left, folks. I don't think it's much. But I don't want to have a creation conference to fill your head with information. I want to have a boot camp to give everybody a swift kick and say, find something to do, okay? If you're not going to shoot, then carry bullets or take care of the wounded. But do something for God with your life, for heaven's sake. Each one of you has got thousands of kids within 20 miles of your house that needs to hear the creation message. Well, give it to them. Start a ministry. Use any of my stuff you want. If you don't like it, well then eat the meat and spit out the bones, for heaven's sake, okay? I don't like your blonde jokes. Okay, well I'll tell them to you slower if you need that. But every one of you could do something for God with your life. Every one of you could. The worst of you can serve as bad examples, if nothing else. But everybody ought to be doing something. I don't know if I can go much faster or much farther or not. I don't know. Praise God for those involved in my ministry that are carrying on the torch, but we need thousands of people out there. I'm not against these creation groups that do all the research and try to reach the intellectuals. Great, go for them. I'm after the kids. There's a lot more of them, and they're always making more. That's what I want to go after. Hey, how about you? What are you doing for the Lord? Maybe God be tugging at your heart tonight saying, hey, how about, yeah, you can do something. One guy in Waukesha, Wisconsin, started a creation museum in his basement. Just dedicated the whole basement of his house, got a bunch of fossils and rock. I said, man, how much you got down here? It was incredible. Waukesha Creation Museum in the basement of a 2-story house. They spent about $10,000 on fossils, got a bunch of stuff on eBay and all that kind of. I said, $10,000 and you got a creation museum. This is awesome. Anybody could do that. Some of you could start a ministry We used to just offer birthday parties. You know, kids go to McDonald's and pay them $120 and McDonald's does the whole mess. We do birthday parties at Dinosaur Adventureland. That'd be a ministry you could do. Make a birthday dinosaur cake, dinosaur Kool-Aid, dinosaur cookies, and make it a ministry and a business at the same time. Find something to do. Somebody's got to reach the kids in your area. The devil will. Probably already has. Last story and we'll quit. I know I'm way over time. I spoke at a public school one time to 300 first graders. Try that sometime. I got up and I said, kids, when did dinosaurs live? Instantly, all of them shouted out, millions of years ago. These are first graders. They can barely read. How did they learn that already? Where were the Christians in their neighborhood to teach them the truth? Every one of you knows somebody that you can influence. And I'm not about to devote myself to having a conference every year just so people can come get their head full of information. I got one of the saddest letters I've ever seen in my life last week from one of the largest creation ministries in the planet. They were saying, what's our goal of our ministry? It's their monthly newsletter they send out. They said, we are not about evangelism. I am. I don't know. Got a bunch of creation junkies here, and maybe that's all you want to do is keep filling your head. Oh, you're welcome to do that, but you're missing the greatest joy in life. You ought to find somebody you can win to the Lord. If God's tugged at your heart, you say, man, I want to do something for God in my city. Maybe you ought to hit the altar down here and say, Lord, I want to dedicate myself to you. I don't have much, just got this little dash, got one little life. Lord, it's all I got. I don't have much either, folks. Let me get this to the right spot here. But I'll tell you what, everybody can do something. All I got's one little tiny dash between two dates on a tombstone. I got a picture of that somewhere here. Guess not on this one. Oh, yeah, there we go. Someday there is going to be a rock with my name on it. Someday there's going to be a rock like that with your name on it, isn't there? Little bitty dash between two dates. Little boy came to Jesus and said, Jesus, I don't have much. I just got 5 biscuits and 2 fish sticks, but you can have my lunch. Jesus said, well, son, you mean I can have the whole lunch? Aren't you kind of hungry? He said, yeah, but you've been preaching all day. You can have my whole lunch, Jesus. Jesus said, well, thank you, son. Hey, son, have a seat right there. Watch this. Jesus started making fish sandwiches and fed 5,000 men, plus women, plus children. Probably 20,000 people got fed that day, including that little boy. He could have kept his lunch and fed himself, but he gave it away and fed himself. Isn't that strange? You can keep your little life and get what you want. If you work hard in America, you can get yourself a nice house, big fancy car, big bank account, 79-inch plasma screen TV. Yeah, you can get a lot of nice things in this planet. It's all going to burn. Why don't you take your little lunch and say, Jesus, I just got one life. I don't have much, but you can have what I got. He'll say, hey, watch what I can do with one little life. Hey, maybe some of you ought to take your dash and come down here and just say, Lord, here am I. Send me. I'll go. I don't know what you want me to do, Lord. I'll do something. What do you want me to do? Let's all stand and bow our heads and close our eyes. This is boot camp. We need somebody to enlist, sign up for the duration. Let's close our eyes, and as I pray, if God leads you to, come on down and say, Lord, here's my dash. You can have it.